School Board Vice President Barbara Hall says the idea of having 16 and 17-year-olds vote is an interesting one.
The 17-year-olds, it's not so long till they can vote anyway. But if we could make it a part of a student government class, and they could really be informed about the situation and about the issues and what's important, that might be a possibility. I don't know that I would say yes to the vote, but I would certainly say yes to helping them better understand, because the more they understood and the more they talked to other people, that would make for better electorate.
She says she does think it could help with voter turnout, something that Senior Parker Lancaster was surprised was so low.
I'm extremely surprised that the parents and grandparents of the children in the schools especially didn't go out and vote and support something that really affects their children and the community as a whole in the future.
Other students I spoke with at Centennial High School felt that they really would have something to contribute to the issues.
We know what's going on in and around the school. We know what kids are having problems with. We know what really needs to be done, whereas other people outside the school, they just know what occasionally comes on the news sometimes and what they hear from their friends.
I've seen Centennial be built from the ground up. I was here the first year, and now 2 years later, I feel like we've developed so much, and so I definitely have a feel of what goes on, especially now that I'm in student government.
I think I am capable of voting in the school election because we are the bird's eye view here. We as a student have to deal with shortages of paper and how we can't even print out our essays, assignments, or anything, or budget cuts, or having certain days off that we shouldn't or we should.
We are exposed to it every day, so we have a better idea of what needs to be changed and what could be better and what makes us more and more stressed. I think that we have that front row seat to see everything going on, so if we would have a chance to vote, we'd probably have the greatest impact because we know exactly what's going on.
Parker Lancaster says that if kids started voting in high school, they would be more likely to vote in the future.
Once you've done something once, it's pretty easy. The process is simpler. It runs a whole lot smoother. I think it encourages you to go back and vote, and I think that you're encouraged yourself to go back and vote.
Senior Tiana Pacheco thinks that learning about voting for the school board is something that they could learn about in their classes.
I think it would be super easy to just weave that into our government curriculums, especially as juniors and seniors, we take government type classes. So I think it would be wonderful to have some type of knowledge on how voting works in our community and what we're voting on.
Barbara Hall says that she does think students would have good opinions on many of the issues the school board deals with.
Teacher evaluation is a big one that kids could comment on, and that would be something that they would be interested in, I'm sure, in knowing about. The testing has been a big issue, and while we can't do anything about the testing that's mandated from the state except comply or lose way more than we can afford to lose, it would be interesting to see if kids really are feeling that they're over-tested.
She said she would love to have students come to school board meetings more than when they are being recognized for an achievement.
We want to hear real views and real ideas, not just the best things that are happening. We're glad to hear those, but we don't need to make a change if they're wonderful.
She says if students do have an issue, they are welcome to come and speak for the 3 minutes during public comment, and they will be listened to. For KRWG, I'm Samantha Sonner.